you touched on this before when you were here last time, but can you talk about the importance of the placenta?
Yeah, the placenta is the only organ that your body develops for a limited time and then is is only useful for a limited time and then it kind of expels after the delivery. So that's what it is. That the placenta develops in the uterus as a way to nourish the baby. Like it pulls from the mom's blood to nourish the baby. The interesting thing about the placenta is that I think of it like soil. Like even if you look at it once it comes out, it's very spongy, and it develops round and it changes according to the health of the mom, even the placenta. So a healthy placenta is round, but if it takes a different shape or if it is not like this bright red kind of beet color, it develops fatty deposits. All of that is a reflection of what's going on with the mom and can indicate, later conditions for the baby or how the baby was doing in utero. But it's like spongy soil. And so if you think about the placenta as the soil and the child as the tree, interestingly, the placenta also looks like the tree of life, right? But the baby being the tree itself and then the placenta being the soil, you think about what would you put into soil in order for a tree to grow healthy and strong. So that's one way I think is very helpful to think about the function of the placenta and how important what you eat is to that placenta. Not even just what you eat, but the environments that you're in, right? Because even the soil itself, you could put water in it, but if it's not the right kind of water, if it's not exposed to proper sunlight, it's not going to do much for that tree. That being said, I also found out recently, this is very interesting, that boys take more from the placenta, than girls do. And so it's really important. Like if you find out that you're carrying a boy, even more important, and it's equally important boy and girl, but because boys rely on it so much, because they want to grow so fast, it's really important to think about what you're eating. In terms of what to do with the placenta once you have it, once it's been delivered. So the hospital, you do have to sign a waiver to get your placenta. Like if you don't want it, fine, they'll take it downstairs to pathology and do whatever they do with it. But a lot of times you might want to take it to do whatever you want to do with it. And culturally, in some traditions, we have planted the placenta. Like in Caribbean cultures, they plant the placenta with a tree, a fruit tree, to signify that this baby will never go hungry because it can always go back to its original source of nutrients to get nutrients. And so if you don't have access to planting a coconut tree or a mango tree or a fruit tree, it's nice to plant it with a tree because it does signify the baby's first home.